We are ready. We have done the state of readiness in all the provinces. We visited all the provinces to check on their systems, and we are happy with the kind of progress that they have made for the preparation of these examinations.
And when exactly do they start?
They start in the middle of October. And like I say, you know the numbers by now. It's a very massive system. And we have to appreciate that such a massive system will have small challenges here and there.
But overall, you're ready to go?
Overall, we are very excited. We are happy that it's all systems go.
I want to ask you about an area like Vuwani in particular, where we know pupils have lost a lot of learning time. Are they ready to sit this exam?
I'll not be able to say whether they are ready or not. You would know that we are a quality assurance body. We don't provide education. It is the Department of Basic Education that provides education.
Do they feed back to you information about particular areas where they've had problems?
They do, but let me just make the point that I know that the Honorable Minister of Basic Education has been having interventions in that area, together with the MEC for Education for Limpopo. What we are concerned with as Umalusi, we are concerned with the quality. So that when we look at Vuwani students, we are going to look at them like we would look at any other student who's going to write this examination. The situation there was very unfortunate. We were all bewildered with what has happened. But it is not for the first time that this country is overtaken by such. You'd remember Hutsong a few years ago. You'd remember a town in the Northern Cape a few years ago. So we approach everybody. We're not going to single out the learners from Vuwani and just try and treat them differently. Yes, the department gives us reports. I got a report yesterday about all their interventions throughout the country. I've given that report to my staff to dissect, to study, so that they are able to highlight for the council when it will be looking at the results, what are the outstanding issues.
I'm going to rush through the next few questions because we are a little bit pressed for time, I'm afraid. What action will be taken against those who cheat this year?
People who cheat will be disqualified from writing the matric examinations for the next 2 years, the next 3 years. It depends on the gravity of the offense that they have committed. But there are punishments that can be meted out at people who cheat the system.
Also, I see there's been the independent auditing of markers.
Yes, Umalusi has done the independent auditing of markers. We want to ensure that all the markers who mark meet the criteria that has been set.
In terms of security at your storage facilities, which have been compromised in the past?
Security has been beefed up. We've got surveillance cameras. And also we have tried to minimize the human involvement in the packaging of papers. The papers are now packaged by machine up to the point where everything is bound and sealed and sent to the different institutions, so that there's no more manual counting of scripts, manual packaging of scripts. It is in most instances, automated.
I'm just ask you about this auditing or accreditation process, rather, that you are introducing from next year.
The accreditation process has always been there, but there are people who have been cutting corners. And we've tried to accommodate them, but we are seeing from next year, any institution that is not accredited by Umalusi to offer our qualifications is not going to be allowed to write the examination. I'm talking the main here about independent schools. An independent school has to be evaluated and accredited by Umalusi to offer our qualifications. If they are not accredited, we are not going to allow them to write our examinations next year. And the learners who write at such centers will not get our certificate.